Here's another chilling tale of the supernatural called The Cursed Village. Chapter 1. The journey begins. Ethan and Lucas had been looking forward to their annual vacation for months. Every year they chose a new destination, a place where they could escape the hustle and bustle of city life and reconnect with each other. This year, they decided to visit a remote village nestled in the mountains, a place known for its breathtaking landscapes and serene atmosphere. As they drove through winding roads and dense forests, the excitement in the car was palpable. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue over the landscape. Ethan, who was driving, glanced over at Lucas, who was busy taking pictures of the scenery. "This place is going to be amazing," Lucas said, his eyes sparkling with anticipation. "I know, right? I can't wait to explore," Ethan replied, smiling. As they approached the village, the atmosphere began to change. The air grew colder, and a thick fog started to roll in. The once vibrant colors of the landscape faded into shades of gray. Ethan and Lucas exchanged uneasy glances, but brushed it off as a natural occurrence in the mountains. They finally arrived at their destination, a quaint little cottage that they had rented for the week. The cottage was charming, with ivy-covered walls and a cozy interior. However, there was something off about the place. The air inside felt heavy, and the silence was almost deafening. "Maybe it's just the altitude," Ethan suggested, trying to lighten the mood. "Yeah, maybe," Lucas replied, though he couldn't shake the feeling of unease. As night fell, the couple settled in, unpacking their bags and preparing a simple dinner. They decided to explore the village the next day and spend the evening relaxing by the fireplace. As they sat together, the warmth of the fire contrasting with the chill in the air, they heard a faint whispering sound. "Did you hear that?" Lucas asked, his eyes wide with fear. Ethan nodded, his heart pounding. "It's probably just the wind," he said, though he wasn't entirely convinced. The whispering grew louder, and the couple realized it was coming from outside. They cautiously approached the window and peered out into the darkness. To their horror, they saw shadowy figures moving through the fog, their forms barely discernible. "Let's just go to bed," Ethan suggested, trying to keep his voice steady. "We'll figure it out in the morning." Reluctantly, Lucas agreed, and they retreated to the bedroom. The whispering continued as they lay in bed, growing louder and more insistent. Sleep was elusive, and the couple spent the night in a state of restless anxiety. Chapter 2. The Village's Secret. The next morning, Ethan and Lucas woke up feeling exhausted. The whispering had stopped, but the sense of unease lingered. Determined to make the most of their vacation, they decided to explore the village to learn more about the strange occurrences. As they walked through the village, they noticed that the locals seemed wary and distant. When they tried to strike up conversations, they were met with curt responses and suspicious glances. It was clear that the villagers were hiding something. They eventually found an old man sitting on a bench near the village square. He seemed more approachable than the others, so they decided to ask him about the strange events. "Excuse me, sir," Ethan began. "We couldn't help but notice some strange things happening last night. Do you know anything about it?" The old man looked up at them, his eyes filled with a mix of fear and sadness. "You shouldn't have come here," he said in a low voice. "This village is cursed." "Cursed?" Lucas repeated, his curiosity piqued. "What do you mean?" What will Ethan and Lucas discover about the curse that plagued this village? Subscribe for final chapter. Till next time.